Welcome back to Love, Life, and Legacy, the podcast dedicated to helping you
navigate these hypersexualized times. Welcome back, everybody. We are here in Luana's house. That was Luana and Stephanie. We will have more stuff for you next week. I just wanted to get a nice little introduction. But this week, I'm just going to give a little bit of a recap about where we're at in the tour. It's been bananas, as they say in London, England. Bananas. And it's been a blast, but there's some cool stuff happening. There's some deep stuff happening, and I just wanted to share with you. So let's get into it. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm going to update you on what's going on in our lives because I am in Luana's backyard, her family's backyard here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And we are past the halfway point of our tour. I have some good interviews that I will include in subsequent episodes. But this is just kind of like a checking in. We've been traveling like crazy. I don't know if you've ever gone from the Czech Republic to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Very specific flight. It's a doozy of a day. And you know, when you travel a lot, you actually are time traveling. These Back to the Future type movies are based on reality because all you need to do is travel from the eastern to western hemisphere and back again. And you're either losing time or you're gaining a bunch of time. It's craziness. And the price you pay is you feel like we didn't sleep for 24 hours yesterday. Anyway, so we are in between worlds. We just had lunch here in Brazil. Yesterday we had lunch in a plane. The day before that we had lunch in Europe. So it is. And yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, a few things that I'm observing that on this tour. If you listen to the previous episode about this high noon tour, explaining why we're doing it, you know, the cliff notes is that Uncle Dave had an inspiration. This is our 10-year anniversary as providing help for blessed families. Before we were High Noon, we were Pure Mind Online, and before that there's an organization called the Blessed Marriage Project, the BMP. And it's been 10 years, and so Uncle Dave got this huge inspiration. Hey, let's go on a world tour. And we said, okay, that's usually what we do. Maybe a little bit of internal resistance, maybe like, oh, come on. But then, yeah, actually, that's a great idea. So we figured out what that means to go on a world tour. Do we actually go to every country in the world and our world tour actually takes another 10 years? Or do we just go to key places? So we decided, well, since we have chapters, let's go to those places. And that's why we started out in the Philippines with Ravi. Then we went to Japan with Aiko. Then we went to where am I? Oh, and then we went to the Bay Area where we were birthed as an organization in America. And then we went to Czech Republic where we have Andronic. And now we're in Latin America where this week we're in Brazil. We're in a place called Sorocaba or something like that. And then the week after, we're going to Bolivia. That will be the last stop on our tour. And, you know, if you think about it, if we were to have just a tour where we celebrated 10 years, I don't think anybody would want to come because, like, I don't know. What are we going to do? Just eat cake all day? And then we just go around the world eating cake? A cake tour? A cake and banner tour. How about that? We realized we wanted to give something. That's our style. That's all we exist for anyway. It's not about us. We can't believe we've survived 10 years. And we're just celebrating the fact that, holy moly, like we've grown, we've done so many different things, we've evolved into this new entity. Let's celebrate that. And moreover, we only exist because of people going through our programs, our volunteers. And so let's celebrate them and their stories. Cliff, like a little side note, we're making a mini documentary about our 10-year anniversary tour, which is led by Mr. Mark Cooper. Super cool. And, you know, just we wanted to make this tour about something we could give. So we created 14 brand new talks, 14 new talks in total. And they are the best of our ideas that came from the podcast, that came from over the years, just the evolution of certain premises and ideas. And even people that have come to multiple of our events, they were like, wow, this content is really the refined version. It's like the perfected version of your content. So it was an excuse for us to really create a super weekend filled with new content. And it's something that, if you think about it, is quite impossible to ask people as young as we've had 12-year-olds at our events, and we've had people deep in their 70s at our events, all having an equally profound event experience for different reasons, right? And that was our goal, is let's go around the world to experience our global family, which was created by our true parents. Let's leverage that family to go deep and have a great time. And it's been crazy, guys. It's been wonderful. I mean, I've been getting very emotional, like I said, on the airplane because of movies, but also just we were in a museum this morning here in Sao Paulo. I don't even know what the museum was. It's some giant castle-looking place, and looking at pictures of people who were like 100 years ago, and they were little kids doing kind of mining work and making the railway. Little kids were the age of my kids. I'm just thinking about how blessed we are to be in this era, right? We're in this era of absolute, you can do anything. There is no limitation. We are in the unlimited time of history. And yet still people are miserable. Many people are, even though they can run and fly and do anything, they feel sometimes worse than ever. And a lot of that is just due to the fact that we're not connected.
Hey, if you happen to be a single person that wants to prepare well for marriage, for the matching, for the blessing, then my friend, we actually have a program just for you. It's completely free. You can join the core program at highnoon.org. We're going to take you through the stages to figure out, what does it mean to be a marriageable person? What does it mean to be ready? How do you actually prepare for marriage and the blessing? Check it out at highnoon.org. Join us in the program called Core. All right, see you there.
Due to the fact that we're not utilizing our capacity to connect with the movement that we've been given, right? We're a part of this amazing movement. And so these weekends have really been a celebration of this time, this era that we live in, this era of limitlessness, in combination with this beautiful, true family that we are a part of. And I use the term true because we are true when we act like people who stand up for each other, people who listen to each other, who care about each other, people who share with each other. There's a lot of tears at our events, a lot of catharsis happening when we actually activate our relationships with each other. So, guys, it's been incredible, to be honest. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who came to our events. I didn't see everybody. I didn't talk to everybody for sure. There's a ton of people I didn't talk with, but on behalf of all of our staff, like for anybody who came by or helped to make these events happen, we just say thank you. We still have 2 more events for this tour. And if we can help in any way, like so much of High Noon typically is like working on computers, trying to set up our programs, trying to just do social media, do all sorts of stuff on computers. And when we go and we meet people, it's like it shakes me to my core, and our staff, it activates us because we're like, this stuff is so real. People are so real. They have so much potential, but they're often trapped behind these shadows. And if we could just let them be reminded of who they are, that they're children of God, that they have the hearts that can connect them to the greatest, most powerful emotions, that they have minds that can act like routers for the greatest ideas in all of history. If they could just realize that their spirits make them eternal, if they could just get out of their own way, then they could fly. And that's what we're trying to create as much as possible. But it's hard. I've got to say it's hard because at our events too, there are people that look bored sometimes, that are disengaged. because not everybody's ready to let go. Not everybody's ready to jump in, and we get that. But please, if you're listening to this, know that whenever we go on tour, something happens. There's some sort of process that's greater than us that we're a part of that allows us to travel, that allows us to have these events. And we're very humble to that. And when it happens, it's kind of like we're clearing the path for something new to occur. And if you feel called to change, right? If you feel called right now to change your life, change the state of your family, change like how you're feeling about yourself, how you're feeling about your own potential. If you feel like enough is enough, then just let this be the line. Everybody's waiting for something. Every single person is waiting for some excuse to do the thing that they know that they want to do, but they're just kind of like in this holding pattern instead of just going for it. And now's the opportunity. I feel like I'm turning into a motivational coach. That's not my intention. I just feel life coursing through me because I'm communicating with so many people, and I can see, oh my God, God wants to chomp at this time in history, like take giant bites. Heavenly Parent wants like all of it. Like, let's do as much now as possible. With AI coming and everything, so many people are scared, but we can, if we have people with good consciences, how do you pluralize conscience? Oh my God. People of conscience with huge hearts who are connected, who know their value. If these people are creating the future, we're flying. We are resolving all the problems that have stopped humanity. But we can also see there's new wars beckoning, right? There's this temptation for us to go back to old habits. And as much as we want peace in the Middle East, you have to find internal peace first and foremost. And that's what High Noon strives to do, is to allow that to happen in your life. Is you got to focus on you. And then when you heal, you will have more bandwidth to help more people and more people and more people and more people. So yeah, to be honest, there's not that many people, not nearly enough people signing up for our programs. It's kind of shocking. We can have huge events and just a small fraction of people are really taking action. And there's a multitude of reasons, but I would say one huge reason is people are in that holding pattern. They're like, yes, freedom sounds nice, but I'm not used to it. So maybe later. It's like, what later? What do you mean later? Now's the time. So again, without me having to do that kind of stream of consciousness and to rile you up again, please note that the door is wide open. We're calling you onto the other side. I was in the shadows as I was saying this. I'm going to walk out into the sun. It's a metaphor that doesn't work if you're really white like me and get burnt easily, right? Because being in the high noon, when I think about actually being in Las Vegas at noon, I just think about turning into a red person that just explodes. I just spontaneously combust because I get so burnt. So I'm in the sunlight now, okay, to help with this metaphor. But we are here on the other side of that door in the sunlight, in God's beautiful warmth, the embrace of our Heavenly Parent. We are home, the eternal home that we are meant to be born into on the physical plane, and the home that we're welcome back to in the spiritual realm. We are there with our hearts in high noon, calling to you, saying, hey, it smells beautiful here, looks beautiful. All the things that you want are on this side, in the light, not in the shadows. Just let go. Just let go and come. Join a program. Call, reach out to, if you can, your parents. Have a deep conversation. If you can, talk to your friends. See how they're doing. Let them know where you're at. If you can, reach out to us. Let us know if you need any help. Just take the next step, okay? Take the next step. I'm going to leave you alone. This is going to be a very humble podcast. I was taking a bunch of interviews, but our day got interrupted. There's so many moving things happening, so I'll have more interviews for you and I'll put out a podcast like that. But for now, it's just I wanted to check in with everybody, let you know that we're doing fine. Everybody's healthy and well. For this last 2 stops, it's going to be Uncle Dave and Mitzwe, myself, Sammy, Mark Cooper in media, and we have Stephanie and Luana for this event, and Fernando. We're going to crush it. So if you can, come. And if not, send us your prayers. And if anything, please just take care of yourselves. Take that next step.
Hey, just a quick intermission to let you know that High Noon has a program just for single people that want to prepare well for marriage. So if you happen to be one of those single people that wants to be a stellar, fantastic, amazing, marriageable man or woman, then check out the core program, which you can find at highnoon.org. It is just for single folks like you who want to get ready for marriage and be ready for marriage. So join that at highnoon.org, and we will see you in the core program.